Runner on second. Trot Nixon, meanwhile, not scared of heights against Ishmael Valdez. Number 16, Boston goes up 2-0. Nixon, 2 homers. He has 17 homers now. Derek Lowe, he's good. 1 out. Lowe getting Kevin Mensch to ground out. Daubach, as in Brian, nice pick in the flip to Lowe. Bottom 3, 2 out. Shea Hillenbrand. Robbing Mike Lamb. Daubach makes the pick to get Lamb. By the way, Hillenbrand had 3 hits. 4-0 Boston after 3. Low. Look out, A-Rod. And then A-Rod won't pull a Torrey Hunter. He just flipped it back to Low.
It's baseball. It happens sometimes.
First batter next inning, Valdez hitting Ray Sanchez. Speaking of that's baseball, Scott.
And it is. And they don't fight, do they?
No. And we have a warning from Jeff Kellogg. Both benches officially warned. Pudge grounds out to second. Pudge 0 for 2. Todd Hollinsworth 0 for 4. As he grounds out. Herbert Perry 0 for 2. Another ground out. Frank Catalanato grounds out to Nomar Short 0 for 3. Rafael Palmeiro 0 for 3. Another ground out. Carl Everett, you guessed it. 14 ground ball outs. Derek Lowe, 2 hits allowed in 7 innings. Red Sox lead the majors with 15 shutouts this year. Lowe has gone 24 straight innings without allowing a run. He's gone 6 or more innings in 19 straight starts. The Rangers, the first team since the Cubs in '77 to get shut out after scoring 19 runs in the previous game. One more note, Juan Gonzalez placed on the 15-day DL, a strained ligament in his right thumb.
Lowe's red hot, so is Barry Zito, the A's. The best pitcher in the majors at home. He's 7-0 this year. He's got the highest winning percentage among all pitchers with at least 10 starts. 20-5 in his career in Oakland. Carlos Pena, former teammate, says, good to see you. I got to go. His 10th home run. The Tigers are ahead 2-0. Later in the inning, Zito not helping himself out too much. Facing Damian Easley with a couple of men on. Almedo Sainz picks it up. Kind of a looping throw. Zito can't grab it. Error on Zito. Craig Paquette scores. Zito goes 6 innings, gives up 3 runs, but only 1 was earned. Bottom 7, Mark Redmond in a tight spot. Facing Miguel Tejada, one of the hottest hitters in the game. Oh, Tejada, more foul ground here than anywhere in the bigs, and Shane Halter is there to make a good grab. Tejada, not very pleased. Bottom 9, Juan Acevedo facing Ray Durham with 2 on, the tying runs, but Acevedo gets Durham to ground out to second. And in this duel of pitchers, Mark Redmond out-duels Zito, and Redmond very quietly has been doing some great work. He has
2-game losing skid Pettit against Darren Erstad. Gets him. As for the Yanks offense, they lead the majors in homers, that you know, but they showed Friday other ways to score. Raul Mondesi in the second. It's a 2-out bunt base hit. Yanks playing little ball. They used to do that a few years ago, winning a few championships. After a Nick Johnson double, runners on second and third, Rondell White. Kevin Apier's pitch by Benji Molina. Mondesi scores on the pass ball. Good baseball, heads up, Yanks up 1-0. Later in White's at bat, the little nubber. Nick Johnson, whose average is getting up there, scores on the infield single. 2-0 Yanks against 8. Bernie Williams up, the very hot Bernie Williams up. I mean that in a baseball sense.
Okay.
Derek Jeter at second, Williams up the middle. Jeter scores on the single, 3-0 Yankees.
He's a handsome fella.
Well, yeah, of course. It doesn't excite the Angels ball boy, but it is effective. Top 6, Robin Ventura up, runners on first and third. Ventura. This is caught, but Jason Giambi would score and tag on the sac fly. 4-0 Yankees, and that doesn't excite this guy either. But it's good baseball. Pettit, meanwhile, in a bit of trouble. 2 on, Alex Ochoa up in the 7th. Pettit getting Ochoa. Fly ball. Rondell White all over this one. We have 2 outs. Next batter, Scott Spezio. Fly ball. Bernie Williams. Under this, threat is over. 8 1/3 shutout innings for Andy Pettit. And the Yanks win. Andy Pettit, no question, has been the most consistent Yankees starter of late. Now 4-1 is Andy Pettit with a 1.47 ERA and 5 starts since the All-Star break. The Angels lose for just the 4th time in their last 14 home games. 4 Yankees with multi-hit games in this one. Jeter, Bernie, Nick Johnson, and Rondell White.
Indians and Mariners, a couple of red-hot pitchers and a red-hot batter at the plate. Brett Boone off Danny Baez, and if he flips the bat, he can jog. Although Chris Magruder evidently doesn't know that, so he's trying. Did he get it? No, it's a solo homer. Mariners take a 1-0 lead. Boone 17th. Let's check out the bat flip from Wednesday. It's up and flip the bat, take a jog against the Tigers. Then Thursday, against the Indians, same deal. I'm telling you, if he flips it, he's jogging. 3 games in a row with a home run.
I don't like it.
You don't?
No.
I like it. That's just me. Bottom three, we can agree to disagree. Ichiro off Danny Baez, a bloop. Omar, best in the biz, diving catch. He's got the highest fielding among all shortstops, 983. Jim Tomei facing Jamie Moyer, and ball go far. You throw it in his wheelhouse at your own peril. His 32nd. Edgar Martinez, did I say ball go far?
Yeah.
Get off me, ball! Edgar. He smokes one up and out off Baez. Mariners take a 3-1 lead off that home run. And this pitcher's duel ended right there. Jamie Moyer, in 10 of his last 12 starts, has given up 2 earned runs or less. His ERA down to 2.79, 5th best in the American League. The M's are winners of 6 of 7. Ichiro, just 5 for his last 33. The average has fallen from 363 to 347. Danny Baez loses for the first time on the road since April. The opposing moundsman, and he had himself just a smidge of trouble. Rafael Furcal, right off the bat. What have we got? Albert Pujols got fooled and makes a spectacular Willie Mays-type grab, but things got worse in a hurry. Everywhere you look, a Brave standing on base. Wes Helms standing at the plate. Everyone can now come to the plate. 5th home run of the year for Helms, the first career grand slam, 5-0 Braves. We're still in the first. Tom Glavine with that lead, trying to hold on to it. 2 men on in the top of the second, facing Edgar Renteria. Rafael Furcal goes to second for the force. Glavine out of the jam. Simon Tachi once again in trouble in the second, facing Gary Sheffield, who hammers it to left. Furcal comes in to score. It is 6-0 Braves, and we are still in the second. Tony La Russa comes out, tries to settle down Simon Tachi. So remember how you pitched earlier in the year? Could you do that now? Nope. All aboard the Stankonia Express. Shipper, 3-run shot. He's 8 for 11, 2 homers, 6 RBI his last 3 games. Simon Tachi, 9 earned runs in 1 inning. Top 8, Tino Martinez in an 11-5 game. Shallow fly, and Chipper with the bat and the glove. All around great game. Chipper doing his thing, and after giving up 5 runs or more in 3 of his last 5 starts, Tom Glavine, a lot more like himself. He gets Foley, good pitcher's duel, bottom 5, 2 on for the home team, 1 out. Jimmy Rollins, a fly to Brian Jordan. Brian Jordan under it, gets the momentum moving towards home plate to Paul LaDuca. LaDuca does his job. Placido Polanco is gunned out. One more time, textbook. Bagels into the top of the 8th. Bases loaded, nobody out. Pinch hitter Mike Kincaid. Doesn't get a whole bunch of this one, but it's in a problematic spot. Marlon Anderson, who was in on the infield, and a great, did I mention Willie Mays earlier in the show? What a grab. Nobody can come in. Can't tag up. Next batter, Marquise Grissom, another little shallow flare. Bobby Abreu, he's coming in. Here we go, another play at the plate. Cesar Izturis scores. Why? Watch again, the throw on line, and it hits the cutout on the mound, and doink, it goes sideways, so it's now 1-0 Dodgers. Bottom 8, 2 on, 2 out. Pat Burrell cues one down the right field line. Fair foul. Fair foul.
I don't know.
Blue says fair. Ground rule double. Phillies tied the game at 1. Very tough call. Hard to say. If it's on the chalk, it's fair. Tracy comes out to argue. After what happened in Cincinnati, he's saying, please, not again. And then this. Tyler Houston kind of distracted by Pat Burrell in the dirt. Throws it away. 2 runs come in to score the second brutal loss in as many days for Los Angeles. They stranded 15 men. They're 6-16 the last 22, the worst in baseball over that span. Philadelphia has won 3 in a row and 8 of 10 for L.A. Paul Quantrill, who takes the loss. He has given up a run in the last 4 appearances. Barry Bonds' health, questionable. The hamstring injury, leg issues, groin issues. And you can clearly see here on this ground ball in the top of the 4th of Jack Wilson, which gets all the way out to right, that he's not 100%. Barry does beat the throw to first. Then in the outfield, Rob Makowiak, a blooper. Bonds, I don't even know if you can say he's on his horse. He's on a tricycle or something. Makes the catch, but definitely not 100%. We move to the bottom of the ninth. Pittsburgh down 5-4. 2 outs. Rob Nett against Jason Kendall on an 0-2 pitch. Rob Nett a strike away from save number 300. That's a single. So the tying run is on. Next batter, Jack Wilson. Again, 0-2. And again, Nen surrenders a base hit. Now we've got the winning run on base for Brian Giles, and that's bad news for the Giants. Giles' career against Nen, 3 for 4 with 2 home runs. This isn't a homer, but it's in the gap. Kenny Lofton's fast. but he ain't that fast. He's going to roll all the way to the wall. Kendall and Wilson speeding in to score. The Pirates win and victimize Rob Nen for the 5th time. The only other team that has cost Nen 5 saves in his career, Atlanta. The Bucks have won 3 of 4.
A 14-game winner like Paul Bird, you can practice your chipping in the Metrodome. Oh, meanwhile, Jock Jones uses his driver. 18th of the year, 6th of the year against the Royals. Twins up 1-0. Carlos Fabulous up with 2 on, 2 out. Liner, Luis Rivas. Nice play. Twins still up 2-1. Top 9, same score. Nefe Perez facing Eddie Godardo, 2 out. Perez, this is deep, but it's hooking foul. We need a replay. Watch Perez. He thinks it's a homer, does the little bat flip, the hopping, and then he realizes it's not. Godardo is relieved. So the very next pitch to Perez, Godardo gets him. No hopping there. 2-1 the final.
Devil Rays and the White Sox. Things got kind of kooky for Tanyan Sturtz. Gets Josh Paul to ground out to end the inning. D-Rays up 5-3. So what's the problem? Sturtz finds out he's out, and he is miffed. Sturtz reacts, says something. We've got a water cooler and some towels, and we're throwing them. And now, hold on. Hal McRae. After 99 pitches, Hal McRae says, "Yay! What are you doing?"
That's awful.
It's just getting crazy in baseball these days. We're now in the top of the 12th game, tied at 5-2-1, 1 out. Jesus Colome pitching, Aaron Rowan a double. Sox go up by 1, they win by 3.
O's Jays with feeling. 6-1 Jays. Man on second, Scott Erickson, Shannon Stewart. That'll score Ken Huckabee. Stewart, very aggressive, sliding into third for a triple. Stewart went 4 for 5 on the day. No relation to Stuart Scott.
Yaboo.
Right. Top of the 9th, 8-6 Jays. Kelvin Escobar going for the save against Gary Matthews Jr. with 2 on. So much for that. 3-run homer.
Look at
His
the
6th of the year. Orioles rallying for Scott from 7 down to win by the score of 9-8. I'm sure they had you in mind.
Yep, probably. In action on the field, and Jared Fernandez, the knuckleballer, and Kelly Stinnett, his tortured catcher. Troubles behind the plate, 4 passed balls, including this one. Eventually, you're going to see Trinidad Hubbard up there, and Fernandez deals, and Stinnett. It's hard to get it, and Nieves gets to third. Later in the same at-bat, Hubbard will single, and here comes Nieves. Padres up 3-0. Meanwhile, Brian Lawrence, more conventional work on the bump for San Diego. K's JR in the 2nd. Austin Kearns, who's been red hot in the 4th. Top 6, 2 men on, 2 men out. Reds down 3-2. Barry Larkin trying to see what he can do against Lawrence. No bid. 3-2 pitch, and yes, he did. In the end, Padres win at 5-2. The Reds have lost 13 of their last 19 at Qualcomm. Brian Lawrence ties his season high with 10 strikeouts. He's now 6-2 at home this year. Phil Nevin, speaking of red hot, 3 for 4, hitting .533 with 2 homers over the last 3 games. Astros and the Expos and the crowd.
Riveted.
They're riveted. Hey, lady, we're playing baseball. All right. Thanks a lot. Britt Reams, he K's Bagwell with a big old curveball. Then Lance Berkman. High cheese, gives him the gas face. 6th inning, Reams gets Berkman again. This time pulls the string. And then Jeff Bagwell again swinging. Reams retired 16 of the last 17 batters he faced. At the end of the 9th, we hand the ball off to Scott Stewart. Now, backwards, that would be Stuart Scott. There's my man, Stewart.
Good luck.
Now we wonder, when Scott Stewart strikes out Lance Berkman, does he say "ya-boo"? Richard Hidalgo, again, it's not booyah, you get it, because it's Scott Stewart, yaboo. One more time, Julio Lugo for the folks at home to go, what is this? Booyah! Strikes him out, or yaboo, whatever. In the end, Montreal wins the game, and the lady who was reading the book saw a good one, if she watched. Montreal's won 4 of 5. Only the 15th win for the Expos in their last 48 games against Houston.
Larry Wood hasn't lost since June 16th. He was sharp Friday. Ask Larry Walker was 1 for 6, and then Todd Helton, who was also 1 for 6. Next up, Todd Zeal. Just watching. Wood strikes out the side, 13 Ks through 7 for Carey. Sammy Sosa, no doubt. Number 33, Sosa 1 for 4 in this game. He's hitting .297. Cubs had a 4-2 lead. Top 9, same score runner on first for Jack Cust, facing Antonio Alfonseca, and you're like, who? Yeah, his first major league hit, and it's a home run. Cust responding to a good visual. Tying the score at 4. Bruce Kim not thrilled. Victor Santos in the 12th facing Sosa. He walks him. That pitch borderline.
Wow.
Take another look. We're going to throw in the K zone. I mean, that's close. And that was huge. Bases on balls because your very next pitch to Moises Alou. Goodbye. Number 10, a game-winning blast for Alou, who's 3 for 6, and the Cubs win in dramatic fashion by the score of 6-4.
That's the sound of 5,167 people watching a baseball game. And oh my goodness, Julian Tavares hits Richie Sexson, but watch carefully. 3 people actually get hit. Sexson, Ramon Castro, and Greg Gibson. All 3 get hit on one play. Everyone's down. We've got, Sexson, the catcher, and Greg Gibson. Whew. That's interesting stuff. Everyone's okay. Let's keep playing baseball. There's 5,100 people here. Top 6-1-0 Brewers. Tavares gets Jamie Wright. He gets hit in the hand, but it's called a swinging strike 3. Wright, who was involved in the Brewers' last shutout, threw a 3-hitter a month and a day ago, was pitching very well. Even though it hit him, it was a strikeout, and Wright was none the worse for wear because it's another shutout for the Brewers, thanks to Wright.